are going to discuss basic mathematics. In that basic mathematics, we are in this very important to solving the problems in physics. More extensively, we can use this. Basically, one is trigonometry, differentiation, and integration. But NEET level, it's somewhat only few problems. But in IIT JEE advanced level, we can extensively we can use these basic mathematics. That's why once in the mainly three concepts, one trigonometry and differentiation and integration. Then now in this class we are discussing about trigonometry. First, going to trigonometry, we are going to discuss angle. Now here, the person is moving from A to B. Then the position of this point is B. Then the person is moved from A to B. It is called as an angle. It is sustained at the center, is called as an angle. This angle also called as angular displacement. See, the angle is defined the length of the arc. How much this is the arc of this circle. The length of the arc by this is the radius of the circle. A radius. Because of it is represented as the position of a body, that's why it is called as a radius vector. Now the SI unit of angle is radian. Radians. For example, the person is moving complete in the anti-clockwise direction. It's complete one rotation. It is coming to the same point. It's covered. The angular displacement is 2 pi. This is called as 360 degree. Because of total angle in the circle is 360 degree or 2 pi radians. The person is complete one rotation. It come to the same position. That's why it's make the angle will be 2 pi or 360 degree. But we know that is 2 pi radians. 2 pi radians. Radians is denoted like that. Radians is equal to 360 degree. That is pi radians is equal, that is 2 pi into 1 radian is equal to 360 degree. 1 radian equal to 360 by 2 pi degree. Then 2 1s, 2 180s. That is 1 radian equal to 180 by pi. Then this value is substituted. 180 by this pi value is 3.14. Then we get 57.3 degree. That means the radian is converted to degree. We can use this. 1 radian value, 1 radian is equal to 57.3 degree. 1 radian. Now the radians is converted into degree. 1 radian is equal to, we write 360 by 2 pi or 180 by 2 pi. This is used to conversion of radian to degree. Now you see that like that. See, 2 pi radians is equal to what you say 360 degree. Now degree, that is 360 into 1 degree is a 360 degree is equal to 2 pi radians. That is 1 degree is equal to 2 pi by 360. Then we calculating this value, we got is a cancel 180 pi by 180. That is 3.14 by 180. Then 1 degree is equal to 0.0172 radian. This is the use for degree is converted into radians. We are using this. For here, for 1 degree which contains 60 minutes, that we denote it. That means 1 minute which contains 60 seconds. We are denote like this. The very important. Basically, we can use this and this. Okay. Now we are going to discuss conversion of degree to radian, radian to degree. Now here, for example, they will given 60 degree is converted into radians. That is 60 into 1 degree. 60 into 1 degree means what? 1 degree is pi by 180. 0, 0, cancel 3. That is pi by 3. The 60 degree is a pi by 3 radians, like this. Now another example. 90 pi by 2. Pi by 2 radian is converted to degree. That is pi by 2 into 1 radian. That is pi by 2 into 1 radian is 180 by pi. Cancel. That is what? 90 degree. Like these are the degree to radian conversion, radian to degree conversion. Now we are going to understanding about the coordinate system. In the two-dimensional coordinate system, which contains x and y axis, here let us consider this. Here, this is the positive x-axis, this is the positive y-axis, this is the positive negative x-axis, this is the negative y-axis. Now let us consider the position of the point in this. What is the position of this? The position of the point we can express here. This is x coordinate is a positive x-axis and y coordinate is a positive y-axis. Here are this position of the point here in this positive negative x-axis and positive y coordinate. Here at this point is what we say that this is the C point, negative x-axis and the negative y-axis. We are say that this is the D. Here negative positive x-axis and negative y. Here based on these coordinates, these points, this point belongs to this coordinate, this place. We can simply say based on the points, because of both are positive, then it is the first quadrant. That's why we can assume a circle in this coordinate system. Total angle of the circle is 360 or 2 pi radians. The 1/4 of the circle is called as a quadrant. From all x and y coordinates are positive, that is called as a first quadrant. X-axis is negative, y-axis is positive. This is the second quadrant. Both are negative, it is the third quadrant. X is positive, y is negative, this is the fourth quadrant. We can understand about these. In the first, we are taking about a positive x-axis. This is the reference axis. From the body is moving in the anti-clockwise direction. That's why the angle will be increases in the anti-clockwise direction. That is theta. From here we consider as a 0 degree, or it is the 360 degree. Then it is moving to here. Exactly y-axis, positive y-axis is perpendicular to the positive x-axis. That's why perpendicular means this is the 90 degree. Then r we have denoted as pi by 2 radian. Pi by 2 radian. And here positive y-axis and negative x-axis both are perpendicular. This is 90 plus 90, 180 degree. That's why this is simply we are denoted as a pi radian. Now adding of 90 degree we got 270 degree. 270 degree means what? It is 3 pi by 2 radian. We can add again, it's come to the 360 degree or 0 degree, or we are denoted as 2 pi radian. This is for 4 quadrants. In the 4 quadrants, it is the first quadrant, second quadrant, and third quadrant, and the fourth quadrant. Now let us understand about that. What is the understanding about the quadrants one by one? First quadrant. First quadrant what? The first quadrant is lies between 0 degree. The angle is lies between 0 degree less than theta is less than 90 degree. Or we are denoted 0 radian less than theta is less than pi by 2 radian, like this. This is about the first quadrant. In that first quadrant, we can write that, or here we can denote it as a 2 pi radians, or 2 pi radians, because of 360 degree. 360 degree. The theta is lies between 0 to 90. Or 360 to 90, it is the first quadrant. It is a first quadrant. In that first quadrant, that means we write 360 plus theta. But here theta is less than 90 degree. Must, this condition will be must. Or 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta. This is called first quadrant. 360 plus theta, theta is less than 90 degree, or 90 minus theta is the first quadrant. That we write pi by 2 minus theta, or pi by 2 minus theta, or 2 pi plus theta, or theta is less than pi by 2. This is the condition. Here, this is the first quadrant. What about second quadrant? In that second quadrant, the 90 less than 90 degree less than theta less than 180 degree, or pi by 2 less than theta is less than pi in terms of radians. This is the second quadrant. Second quadrant means what? 90 plus theta or pi by 2 plus theta. Or what do we next? 180 minus theta or pi minus theta. This is. Now we are going to third quadrant. In the third quadrant is theta is lies between 180 degree to theta is less than 270 degree. That is 180 means pi radian less than theta is less than 3 pi by 2. That means 180 plus theta or pi plus theta, 3 pi by 2 minus theta or 270 minus theta. This is third quadrant. Now we are going to discuss fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant is 270 degree less than theta is less than 360 degree. That is 270 degree means 3 pi by 2 less than theta is less than 2 pi or less than 0 or 0. 0 less than 0 means negative value. Keep in your mind, is very important. Next we discuss minus negative. 3 pi by 2 less than theta is less than 2 pi. That means what we say here, 2 pi 3 pi by 2 plus theta or 270 plus theta or 360 plus theta minus theta or 2 pi minus theta or minus theta is belongs to fourth quadrant. Minus theta is belongs to fourth quadrant. Keep in your mind, fourth quadrant. This is about a circle can be divided into 4 quadrants. How the 4 quadrants we can divide? Now we are going to discuss, understand the triangle and trigonometric ratios. Triangle and trigonometric ratios. Now let us understand about triangle, right angle triangle. It is the right angle triangle. Now it is the right angled triangle. Now it is theta. The opposite to the angle is the opposite side. Now adjacent to the angle is a adjacent side. This is the longest side is called as a hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. This is. Now here the first trigonometric ratios we can define. Sin theta. Sin theta is opposite side to the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. Cos theta, adjacent side to hypotenuse. Cos theta. Sin theta means opposite by hypotenuse. Cos theta, adjacent side by hypotenuse. Tan theta, sin theta by cos theta. That we say opposite by hypotenuse, adjacent side by hypotenuse. Cancel what we say, opposite side by adjacent side. Very, very important this. And the reciprocal of these ratios. This is the trigonometric ratios. Reciprocal of these. Reciprocal of the sin theta is the cosecant theta. Reciprocal of sin theta is the cosecant theta. That means hypotenuse by opposite side. Now cos theta, reciprocal of the secant theta, reciprocal of the cos theta is a secant theta. That is reciprocal, reverse theta, hypotenuse by adjacent side. Tan theta, that means reciprocal of the tan theta is the cotangent. Cot theta, that is 1 by tan theta. That what you say, cos theta by sin theta. Then we say that adjacent side by hypotenuse. These are the trigonometric 6 ratios. Sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. Their inverse, that means reciprocal of these. Cosecant, secant, cot. Now we are going to understand about these trigonometric ratios are varies with different angles. We can see now here circle, then let us assume this is, we know, 0 degree or 360 degree initial. Now it's going to revert in the anti-clockwise. That means it's a 90 degree or pi by 2, we know. It is 180 degree or pi radians. Here 270 degree or 3 pi by 2 radian. Now again it's come to that 2 pi radian or 360, like this. Now a body is moving at a point A. It's represented by radius vector R. Now here it's an angle theta. Let us, this is the opposite side. This is the adjacent side. Now the angle will be changed. Angle will be changed. Opposite side is increases. Opposite side is increases. But adjacent side is decreases. You can see this is what we said. This is the first quadrant. Already we know. In the first quadrant, what is the first quadrant? From 0 less than theta is less than 90 degree or 360. This is the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, what happened? Means adjacent, opposite side is increases. See, it's going to there. Opposite side will be increases. Adjacent side is decreases. Hypotenuse is remains constant. But angle theta is increases. Here in this, all these are must to be a positive. All must to be a positive. All must to be a positive means what? In that trigonometric ratios, you see, opposite side positive, hypotenuse positive. Adjacent side, this. All, that's why in the first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. All trigonometric ratios are positive because opposite side, adjacent side, hypotenuse, these are the all will be a positive. But we can see that what about sin theta? Sin theta value, opposite side is increases, opposite side increases, opposite side increases. Then hypotenuse is must remains constant. Then sin theta value is increases. Sin theta value increases. Now cos theta, adjacent side is decreases. Then cos theta is decreases. What about tan theta? Tan theta value, sin theta increases, cos theta decreases. Cos theta is in the denominator. That's why decrease value of denominator is increases the ratio. That's why tan theta is increases much greater than the sin theta. Much greater than sin theta. Now it is going to there. It is going to there at 90. What about at 90 degree? At 90 degree. At 90 degree. At 90 degree, what happened? You see, it is coincide. Opposite side is coincide to the hypotenuse. Opposite side is equal to hypotenuse. And it is the positive y-axis. Positive y-axis. And opposite side is a positive. What about the adjacent? Adjacent side is 0. Adjacent side is 0. Then sin 90. Sin 90. What about sin 90? You see sin 90? Sin 90, opposite side and adjacent side. opposite side and hypotenuse both are equal. Opposite by opposite get cancel. What? Sin theta, sin 90 is 1. Cos 90. Cos 90. Adjacent side is 0. Adjacent 0 by anything? 0. That's why it is the 0. Cos 90 value is 0. Don't say simply sin 91 cos 90 0. Why? The reason will be here. Because it's a moving that 90 opposite side and hypotenuse are equal and adjacent side will be 0. Then the sin theta becomes 1, cos 90 becomes sin 90 becomes 1, cos 90 becomes 0. What about tan? Tan, we are the ratios about the tan is the ratio of sin and cos. Sin by cos. Sin 90 by cos 90. 1 by 0. 1 by 0 is undefined. Undefined. This is the values. Now, we are going to second quadrant. In that first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. The sin 90 value 1, cos 90 value 0, tan 90 is infinite. Now, we are going to discuss the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, you can see that in the second quadrant like this. This is the theta. Opposite side is what? Second angle. Opposite side is decreases. But first is adjacent side. And the second adjacent side is, that means in the second quadrant, opposite side is decreases, adjacent side is increases. But opposite side is a positive value, adjacent side is a negative value. But hypotenuse is remains constant and its value is remains positive. Why? We know, understanding about that hypotenuse is always positive. Why? Because of it is the hypotenuse, it is the adjacent side, it is the opposite side. See, according to the Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to adjacent square plus opposite square. Whatever may be the values of adjacent and opposite side, compulsory hypotenuse is must be a positive. See, that's why it is positive. Now we are going to see in sine, opposite side is positive, hypotenuse is positive. That's why sine is positive. Sine is positive. Sin theta is positive. Now cos theta, adjacent side is negative, hypotenuse is positive. That's why cos is negative. Cos is a negative. Now tan is also negative because of positive by negative, negative. That means in the second quadrant, sine and their reciprocal cosecant, sine and cosecants are positive. Remaining all trigonometric functions in the second quadrant must be negative. Now at 180 degree, you can see that at 180 degree, adjacent side is equal to hypotenuse and opposite side is becomes 0. Then sin 180 degree, that is opposite side is 0. 0 by hypotenuse 0. Sin 180 degree is 0. Now cos 180 degree, that is adjacent side by hypotenuse. Adjacent side is equal to hypotenuse. hypotenuse cancel, it becomes 1. But in the second quadrant, adjacent side is the along negative x-axis. Adjacent side is negative. That's why its value is minus 1. Cos 180 is minus 1. Now tan 180, 0 by anything, 0. This is about second quadrant. Where the second quadrant, we can say simply that the 90 degree less than theta is less than 180 degree. In between 90 and 180, that is called a second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sine, cosecant are positive, remaining all functions, all trigonometric ratios are negative. But in at 180 degrees, sine 180 is 0, cos 180 is minus 1, tan 180 is 0. Now going to third quadrant. In the third quadrant, it is the third quadrant is lies between the angle is lies between 180 degree to theta is less than 270 degree. Then here for it is making an angle. This is theta. Taking theta. That means in this opposite side is increases but negative. Adjacent side is decreases but negative. And here hypotenuse, what? It's a constant and remains positive. It is always positive. Now we are going to discuss about that sine theta. Here sine theta. What is sine theta here? Opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite is a negative, increases but negative. That's why it is a negative. Sine is a negative. Cos is also adjacent side is negative. That's why it is a negative. But what tan? Tan theta. Cos sine negative, cos negative. Negative by negative, it becomes as a positive. That means in that third quadrant, tan and cotangent, cotangent or cot is the positive values. Remaining all trigonometric ratios negative. Now we can understand here. What about at 270 degree? At 270 degree, sine 270. At 270 degree, opposite side is equal to hypotenuse. Adjacent side is equal to 0. You see, sine 270. Sine 270 is sine 270. Opposite side is the hypotenuse cancel. That is 1. But in at 270, it is in the negative y-axis. That's why the opposite side is a negative. Minus 1. Opposite side is a negative. Minus 1. Now, cos 270. What is that? 0. That's why cos 270 value is 0. Now, tan 270. Tan 270 is an infinite, undefined. This is. Now, we are going to discuss fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant. In that fourth quadrant, it is lies between 270 degree less than theta is less than 360 degree. 360 degree. Then we can observe here clearly it is a here. Now it's going to that opposite side is a decreasing, but it is a negative. Adjacent side is increasing, but it is a positive. But hypotenuse is constant and it is a positive. Then what we say here, sin theta. Sin theta is negative by hypotenuse, that is the negative. Cos theta, positive by positive, it's a positive. Now tan theta, it is a negative because of sin theta by cos theta. That means in the fourth quadrant, cos and secant theta, these cos and secants are the positive, remaining all trigonometry ratios are the negative. Now at the 360 degree, or it is called 0 degree, 360 because of its complete one rotation means again it's come to the initial position. That's why it is a 0 degree. At 0 degree or 360 degree, adjacent side is equal to hypotenuse. Both are positive, but opposite side is 0. That's why sin 0 degree or sin 360 degree is sin 0 or sin 360 degree is what we say that this is opposite side is 0 means it becomes 0. Now cos 0 degree is the cos 0 degree is what we say that cos 0 degree is adjacent side and hypotenuse both are equal, that's why 1, but they are in positive. Tan 0 degree is the 0. Here in the trigonometric ratios in the different quadrants there are positive, some ratios are negative in the different quadrants. Now in the first quadrant all trigonometric ratios are positive. In second quadrant sine and cosecant are the positive, and third quadrant tan and cot are positive. In fourth quadrant cos and secant are the positive. These remembering very easy to understand, remembering very easy, that is all S will be there, that we write silver, T tangent, that is a T cup, C is their cup. All silver teacups, means all trigonometric ratios are positive. Silver means sine and cosecant positive. T means tan and cot are positive. Cups means cos, cosine and secant are positive. The remaining all will be negative. This is we can understand very easy. Now we are going to discuss the values of the trigonometric ratios at different angles. We can see now. Here we can see that now trigonometric ratios can be, the functions can be changed at 90 degree to 270. At 90 degree or at 270 degree, the trigonometric ratios functions can be changed, modified that. At angle 90, sine can be changed to cos. Cos can be changed to sine. Tan can be changed to Cot can be changed to tan. Cosecant can be changed to secant. Secant can be changed to cosecant. At 180 degree or 360 degree, the ratios cannot be changed. Not change. The ratios not change. See, for example, we are finding the different angles. Here, cos of 90 plus theta, cos of 90 plus theta, cos of 90 minus theta. We are discussing about first quadrant. 90 minus theta. That means how to change this? First quadrant, all trigonometric ratios same. Cos can be changed to sin theta. Simply. Like cos sine of 90 minus theta, then cos theta. 90 will be there, the function can be changed. Like in similarly, in the second quadrant, that is cos of 90 plus theta, then 90 will be there. What will change? What we can change? 90 plus theta is the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, cos will be negative, minus. 90 will be there, function can be changed, sin theta. Sin 90 plus theta. 90 plus theta, sin will be positive in the second quadrant. 90 will be there, function can be changed. Keep in your mind, is very, very important. Now, in third quadrant, or we go to 270, we are discussing cos 270 minus theta. Cos 270 minus theta, it is a third quadrant. In the third quadrant, cos will be negative. 270 will be there, function can be changed. It's going to sin theta. Sin 270 plus theta. See, sin 270 plus theta, minus theta is a third quadrant. In the third quadrant, the sign is negative. The function 270 will be there. Function can be changed. Function can be changed means what we write here? Cos theta. Like this. And in the fourth quadrant, tan of 270 plus theta. It is a fourth quadrant. Tan will be negative. 270 will be there. Function can be changed. Cot. Cot of 270 plus theta. Cot 270 plus theta is a fourth quadrant. Minus 270 will be there. Function can be changed. Like this. This is very simple, and you can write the different number of writing. But what we need to do, that only I will explain here. And now we are understanding very easy to that the problems. Then only 4 problems. Example 1, we see cos of see, before that we are going to the values of the trigonometric ratios. Values of trigonometric ratios. We are going to discuss the values of trigonometric ratios. Now, values of trigonometric ratios. See that? Here very simple to remember the values. First we write a simple one: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's divided 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. In this still I am remembering trigonometry I respect to my teachers. One, Madhav Reddy sir, I learned from him this method, and the trigonometry. I'm not forgetting to the any calculation, any solving of the problems, and any operation because of my guru. That is one Basha. It's very excellent. They will explain to me at the time of +1 and +2. Then we can take the roots like this. Very simple. See, all values at a time we can write very simple. See, here we write these are angle. These we can write t functions. Now here, like this is the 0, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, the 90 degree. See, first function sine. See, 0 by 4, 0. Sine 0, 0. Already we discussed. 1 by 2. 1 by root 2. Root 3 by 2. 1. Cos reverse only, because I said what cos will be changed to sine, sine will be changed to cos. Like this. 1 root 3 by 2. See what we write here, there. 1 by root 2, similarly. 1 by 2, 0. And here tan. That is this by this. 0 by 1, 0. 2 to cancel. 1 by root 3. 1 root 3. 1 by 0. Undefined. Cot. Cot means reverse it, because of cot will be changed to tan, tan will be changed to, that is infinite reverse. Infinite root 3, 1, 1 by root 3, 0. Now the last two, the ratios of reciprocal of cos and sine, that is cosecant. The reciprocal of it, it's there 1, reverse it, 1 by 0, infinite. 2, root 2, 2 by root 3, 1, because of 1 by 1. Now it's a reverse it, no? That is secant. 0, 2 by root 3, root 2, 2, infinite. It's very, very important. This we remember very easy. Like these 3 steps, we can write very easy. And now we are going to discuss the sine graph. Very, very important. See, sine graph. Here, this is the negative, this is the positive. See, I said what means the peak values in the positive side is positive +1, negative side is -1. Why? The range of the sine values is lies between -1 to 1 only, -1 to +1. That's why the sine graph is like a sinusoidal wave. Because of it's alternately positive half cycle and negative half cycle. It's going on like that. It is belongs to, it is represented as 0 degree. This is the 90 degree. This is 180 degree. This is 270 degree. This is 360 degree. This is 90 adding 450. This is 90 will add, that is 0, so 540 degree. Again 90 will add, that is 0, 3, 6. Then 90 will add 720 degree. Like in the positive half cycle, the values are positive 1 plus 1 values at this 90 positive, 450 positive, and here in down the values will be negative. That means negative means 270 minus 1, sine 630 is minus 1. But on the line the values will be represented as 0, 0, 0, 0. This is the 0 values. Now the cos graph, we are understanding cos graph. Cos graph. Cos will also change in between minus 1 to plus 1. Then cos graph. Like this also sinusoidal wave, but at a 0 angle it will be start here plus 1. Here it is a minus 1. That means it's a 0. Cos 0 we know plus 1. Here 90. It is 180. It is 180. Here 270. Here 360. Here 450. Here 540. Here 630. Now it's going on like this. Okay. Now in above these angles, these are plus 1. No, this is the minus 1. This is the 0. At the 0, at the intersector, the x-axis is 0. This is the 0. This is the 0. The values on the axis will be 0. See, cos 0 plus 1, cos 180 minus 1. It is complete one cycle. It is a complete one half cycle. Half cycle. 0 to 180. Half cycle. Here 360 complete cycle. Here to here. Cos 360 plus 1. That means cos and sine they will oscillate in between minus 1 and plus 1. Now that's why this sine graph and cos graph we are using in the harmonic oscillators. It's a very important in the waves we can use these sine and cos graphs. Now some other angles we can remember is a very important. They are I will rub these. They are, see, some angles extensively we can use that, especially in the work energy power and ray optics and wave optics. We can use that angles mostly. That is the value of sine 37 degree is 3 by 5. Cos 37 degree, where any one value you know is very easy to remember. This is angle theta, you know, that is called 37 degree. This value they know, 3 and 5 is given, that must be 4 because of Pythagoras theorem. That's why 4 by 5. Then tan value is, tan 37 value is what? Tan 37 means 3 by 4. Now similar another one, sine of 90 minus 37 is at 53. Opposite, cos value sine, sine value cos. Because of sine 53. Sine 53, what do we write? Sine of 90 minus 37. What do we say? Sine 90 minus 37. Sine 90. 90 minus theta, first quadrant. First quadrant sine is positive. 90 will be there, cos, it can be changed cos 37. Cos 37 value is what? 4 by 5. That what you say, sine 53 is 4 by 5. What about cos 53? Is 3 by 5. What about tan 53? Tan 53 is 4 by 3. It's a very important. These values we are using frequently. Now we are going to discuss the changes of the values of trigonometric ratios at different angles. To understand a very simple technique, you can see that. Now, that is what I is saying. For example, sine 135. One example. What 135 means? We can write the angle will be more than 90 degree. Means it can be splitted that. That is the sine of 90 plus 45 or sine of 180 minus 45. Like that. See, 90 plus 45, it is belongs to second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sine will be positive. Sine 90 will be there. Function can be changed. Cos, positive cos 45. Cos 45 value we know 1 by root 2. Now 180 minus 45. 180 minus 45 is the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sign is positive. 180 will be there. Function cannot be changed. Then its value is, see, both cases we getting the same value. I will go to one example, another example. Tan of 240. Tan of cos of, okay, we will go to cos, like cos of 240. 240 means what we write? 180 plus what? 6 plus or another one, cos of 270 minus 630. Here we observing here, then 90 plus theta. 90 plus theta is the third quadrant. Third quadrant cos will be negative. Now 180 will be there. Function cannot be changed. Cos 60 minus cos 60 value 1 by 2. Now 270 minus theta. It is the third quadrant. It says cos will be negative. 270 will be there. Function can be changed. Sine 30. What is the sine 30 value? 1 by 2. The getting same value. The last one, tan 240. This also we can see. Tan. What? Here tan same 240 means 180 plus 60. And another one what? We can do that. Tan of 270 minus 30. Now tan 180 plus theta is the third quadrant. Tan will be positive. Tan will be positive means what? 180 will be there. Function cannot be changed. Tan 60. Tan 60 value root 3. Now 270 minus theta is the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, tan will be positive. 270 will be there. Function can be changed. Cot 30. Cat 30 value root 3. Now only this simple technique you keep. Remember it. What is the coordinate? What is the quadrant? Which quadrant it belongs to the angle? Second one, 90 is there or 270 is there. Function can be changed. Third one, in which quadrant, which one is the positive, which one is the negative. All silver teacups basically. Fourth one, the value in the table. That we write means we are getting a perfect result. Okay, now we are going to that another one. It's one more, a very important one. That one is here. I said already minus theta. The minus theta is belongs to fourth quadrant. Minus theta is belongs to fourth quadrant. Why I can check? Because of I will take the angle in the anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise. This is the positive anti-clockwise. but it is coming to down in the clockwise direction, means this is represented as the minus theta. This is the quadrant is belongs to fourth one. That's why sine of minus theta is in the fourth quadrant, sine will be negative. That's why minus sine theta. Cos of minus theta. In the fourth quadrant, cos will be positive. That's why cos of minus theta is positive plus cos theta. Tan of minus theta is a minus tan theta. That's all. This is very important. And now we are going to discuss the very frequently used formulas or equations of trigonometry. The first equation, we know, very important, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. See, this is the sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Thetas must be same. The square of sine and plus the square of cos is must be the value becomes 1. Now we are writing here, see, cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta. Cos theta is equal to root of 1 minus sine square theta is very important. Root of 1 minus sine square theta will be there. Directly you write cos theta. Or 1 minus sine square theta means cos square theta. Or sine square theta can be written as 1 minus cos square theta. Sine theta is equal to, we can be written as root of 1 minus cos square theta. This is the very, very important formula. Now we are going to second one. The second one also we are taking, don't remembering, only this is remembering means enough. That is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Here in both side divided by sine square theta. Then cancel 1 plus cos by sine is a cot square is equal to cosecant square theta. Cosecant square theta. Then what do you write? Here this, go to that side. Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. The very important formula, that is cosecant square theta. Cosecant square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta. Cosecant theta is equal to square root of 1 plus cot square theta. Then it's also very important. Next, cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta minus 1. That is cot theta is equal to root of cosecant square theta minus 1. Now it is also very important. Now in the next third one, that is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. In the both sides is multiplied and divided by, both side is divided by cos square theta. Here sine square by cos square means tan square theta plus cos cancel 1. Then it is equal to secant square theta. That means tan square theta, secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Because of this, come to that side. Now it is very important formula, very frequently used that formula. And another one, we can write the secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Secant theta is equal to root of 1 plus tan square theta. Now tan square theta is equal to secant square theta minus 1. Tan theta is equal to root of secant square theta minus 1. It is also very important. Now these 1, 2, 3. One basic formula is only one. 2, 3. Remaining we can easily write. That is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Cosecant square theta minus cos square theta is equal to 1. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Now we are going to another formulas. They are also very important. So very important formulas. Now we are going to that. That first one is sine of a plus b. That is sine a cos b plus cos a sin b. Now second formula, sine of a minus b. That is sine a cos b minus cos a sin b. Now third formula, sin cos of a plus b, that equal to cos a cos b, plus will be there, minus sin a sin b. Now fourth one, cos of a minus b, that equal to cos a, minus will be there, cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. In the cos, plus is there, we write minus, minus will be there, plus. And fifth one, that is tan of a plus b, tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b. This is a formula. Now we have modified another one. If the angles of A and B are equal, we can see that A and B are equal. A and B are equal means what we can say that this is sine of A plus B. A plus A is 2A, sine 2A is equal to sine A cos A plus cos A sin A. That is what we write. That is sine 2A to sine A cos A formula. Now it's a very important. A is equal to B substituted, then the formula can be changed like that. Now we see this. It's a very important. Cos A plus A, cos 2A. Cos 2A is equal to cos A, cos square A minus sin A, sin square A. Very important this formula. This formula can be modified in the other way. That is cos square A. Before I said sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Cos square theta is equal to what you write? 1 minus sin square theta. That's why 1 minus sin square A. Minus sin square A is there. That's why what you write? 1 minus 2 sin square A. This is the one formula. Cos 2A formula. So very important. We are frequently using. Another modified this equation. That is, it is coming to that 2 sin square A is equal to 1 minus cos 2A. That is sin square A is equal to 1 minus cos 2A by 2. Sin A is equal to root of 1 minus cos 2A by 2. The modification of the formulas like this. Now, the same formula can be modified. That is, we write here, that is cos square A minus of sin square A. In the formula, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Then sin square equal to 1 minus cos square theta. 1 minus cos square theta. That is cos square A. Then what you write? Cos square A minus 1 plus cos square a. That what you write? 2 cos square a minus 1. That means cos 2a is equal to 2 cos square a minus 1. That means 2 cos square a is equal to cos 2a plus 1. That is cos square a is equal to cos 2a plus 1 by 2. That is cos a is equal to root of cos 2a plus 1 by 2. It's a very important these formulas. And the last formula, this is a is equal to b. A is equal to b. We can write that. Another tan formula also is there, no, sixth one. Tan of a minus b. What? Tan a minus tan b by 1 plus tan a tan b. This is sixth one. Now this tan formula also we can change. See that tan formula is also changed. That is a is equal to b. That is tan 2a. Tan 2a is equal to tan a plus tan a. What do you write? Tan 2 tan a by 1 minus tan a tan b, tan square a. This is the formula for tan 2a. 2 tan a by 1 minus tan square a. That is about the tan 2a formula. Now these are the trigonometric basics. It is these formulas, these relations, these are very used to in solving the problems in physics. That's why I will explain this. And next we are going to the class differentiation.